Hey y'all, welcome to Layn Credit University. I have a shout out for Blastmaster Zeus. Blastmaster Zeus left a comment in regards to Ally Financial. They wanted to know a little bit more about Ally Financial, so I wanted to create a video just to be able to go over a few different key components and benefits that Ally Financial offers for if you have personal credit and you want to get a personal car financing through a personal car financing to own or purchase to own or for lease, or if you want a business credit uh, or business credit profile, or you want to build your business credit with Ally Financial or be approved for a credit line. They have quite a bit of credit products that can actually help you build your business credit and personal credit. If you are a city, state, municipality, township, a nonprofit, municipality, they can actually help you actually acquire a vehicle or fleet of vehicles. If you want to start your own rental car company that's independent, or you want to become a Turo host or HyreCar owner like me, or Avail or Getaround owner, they can actually help you create a fleet and get a fleet through their credit program. It's pretty beneficial. They have a lot of products, especially for truckers, dealerships, anyone that wants to buy cars from an auction. If you want a credit line, if you want only to use your business credit or build your business credit, Ally Financial might be a great choice. I'm not telling you to go to Ally Financial or to request an Ally Financial loan. That's up to you. I'm not telling you to not do that or to do it. I'm just simply sharing that I know people personally that actually have really benefit from their own dealership, independent rental car company, even city, states, government, municipalities that actually use Ally Financial services and banking products to be able to acquire fleets by large amounts of vehicles in a very short, exponential, fast amount of time. So if you're trying to build your fleet fast or want to build a strong fleet, Ally Financial might be the choice. I'm gonna share the screen and share all their different products from really great high mileage lease products for those that want to put their car on, say, Turo platform or HyreCar platform, or Getaround or Avail, where oftentimes your car gets, you need maybe that instead of that 12,000 mile lease, you might need that 30,000 mile lease. Ally Financial might be able to help you. If you're a trucker, if you want to start your trucking company yourself, or you want to start a fleet of trucks that you want to rent to people, or if you want to start your own truck fleet, Ally Financial might be able to help you. If you're a city, state, municipality, township, or village that needs to, or a nonprofit or a hospital that needs a car, there you go. If you're a real estate agent, broker, doesn't matter. If you're a business who just needs a car, you need to get it fast or get build business credit, Ally Financial might be the one for you. And if you're someone who just wants to use your own personal credit, Ally Financial might be able to assist you. I left all the links below to the personal credit for Ally Financial, business credit for Ally Financial, dealership credit as well, and trucking credit below. So I left all the links below if you want to apply to become a get trucking financing, business credit financing for your car, auto financing, auto lease for businesses and personal. Down below, follow the links below and share the screen. Follow the screen through people. I'm gonna share a lot. Y'all, thank you for following me through directly to Ally's actual bank page. This company I've had great raves and reviews about this company. Not saying you should go with Ally, not saying you shouldn't or should. It's up to you. Do your own due diligence. I'm just your friend on YouTube. I'm just sharing what people I know and people I've experienced that actually have really great reviews with Ally Bank. It's up to you. again, I am not telling you to go with Ally Bank. I'm just sharing another company or another banking institution that might be able to help you if you're a person, say you're an actual person who wants to start your own maybe truck fleet. Maybe you want to get your own truck. Maybe you want to become a trucker. Maybe you want to start your Turo fleet on Turo. Maybe you want to add some cars there. Maybe you want to start a HyreCar fleet. Maybe you want to start a Getaround or a Avail fleet, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Maybe you just want to get cars so you can rent them out. Maybe you're a dealership who wants to purchase cars from auctions. Maybe you want to buy cars low and sell them. Or maybe you want to buy cars and actually rent them out. The point is, if you want to use personal credit, business credit, your own credit, Ally Bank might be an option for you. You do not have to do this. Again, making it very clear. Only bring this bank up because I've heard great reviews and I know people personally who really succeeded with this bank. So again, they do personal car financing. They also do commercial car financing if you want to build your fleet on a commercial scale with your actual business credit, or say you're a dealership or you're starting a trucking company or a trucking fleet, or if you are a person who wants to use your own personal credit or you just want to use your own business credit, or if you're a dealership, etc. They might have quite a few products. I'm going to run through this. I'm not going to spend too much time, but I'm going to share a few products that I've found that might be able to really help you all. So let's go down. So first of all, business vehicle financing. Give your business a lift. Look at this, financing to fit your business. We know business owners need quick facts and straight answers about financing choices. Ally has a variety of plans designed to help you get the job done. Yes, they do. Here's a few of them. They give you the option to buy the vehicle, traditional retail financing for commercial use of vehicles. So again, if you want to rent your car on HyreCar, that is commercial usage. And this might be a way that you can actually get a loan that understands you want to rent the car out, because oftentimes people have a hard time where maybe they can't get a loan that supports the fact they want to rent the car out. You know what I mean? So that could change the dynamics of the actual lease you have or the financing you have. So Ally Bank might be a company that might be able to really help you understand if you want to rent your car on Turo, HyreCar, Getaround, Avail, or if you want to start like a trucking company or a fleet or just some type of commercial company, or if you want to be, or if you're a dealership who wants to buy cars and sell them, or buy cars and flip them, or buy cars and hold them, or buy cars and rent them out, whatever the case is, this might be the company or banking institution for you. There's another product they have called Contract. It's an open-end lease that allows you to define the residual value and manage your cash flow. Let's click into it. Open-end lease. With an open-end lease, your business is responsible for the vehicle's residual value at the end of the lease. So if you get a contract loan, a commercial loan through Ally, it says right here specifically that you're responsible for the vehicle's residual value at the end of the lease. So that just means whatever the vehicle's worth is basically what you're responsible for. And oftentimes you could get the cars, a lot of different ways you could use this. You could buy the car outright. Sometimes you might be able to trade it in, but you'll get that amount, whatever it's worth is what you're responsible for. If you want to buy it, if you want to switch it for another car, if you if you have overage fees on it, etc., whatever the case is. Now, let's go down a bit further. Residual value. So residual value determined before the lease begins. This is the anticipated value of the vehicle at the end of the lease term. So again, when you get a lease with Ally, say you use the contract lease option, this is a lease option that where they'll do all the figuring about how much your vehicle will be worth, say at the end of 2 years or 3 years, or whatever long your lease is, or however long it is, they'll actually calculate that for you. So you'll kind of already understand the blue book value or the value of the car going out. So it makes it easier to exit out. Leases are one of the easiest ways to exit out of Turo, or exit out of a trucking contract, or exit out if your goal is to exit out and you're not really sure how to calculate it. This is a way you can actually get it calculated for you by a banking institution. But when you become more savvy, you start getting more used to it, you might find it more beneficial to learn how to calculate it yourself, so that we can actually have a stronger exit strategy. I actually calculate all my exit strategies myself. I don't use the banking institution to utilize this, but you can use them if you're maybe a novice, or you're not too sure of yourself, or you're just getting your feet wet or getting experience. You can use the banking institution like Ally or different banking institutions. They have lease contracts or ways to figure out the residual value of the vehicle at the end of the lease term. That way they can figure out a proper exit strategy for you, so you know how much it's worth, if it's worth selling, if it's worth buying to maybe the vehicle outright, maybe going into another lease right away. There's a lot of different options. I'm not going to go into that. That's a whole nother video or videos within itself. Now look, Smart Lease. That's another Ally product that they offer. Look at this. A close-in lease with this type of, look at this, a close-in lease with this type of smart lease, your business assumes maintenance of the leased vehicle, but isn't not responsible for the residual value when you return the vehicle at the end of the lease. This is why I love Ally, because Ally gives you the option to, it's not just a one size fits all type of cookie cutter strategy or loan product that they're offering you. They have a lot of loan products actually, and these are just two of them that are a bit opposite, but it's for different strategies that you might implement. One gives you, one's an open-end lease that allows you to define the residual value and manage the cash flow. A close-in, and one Smart Lease offers a close-in lease with a fixed term, so you can refresh your fleet more often. So all that simply means that might be an easier way if someone just wants to keep it for 2 years and keep getting in and out. You know you need a new car made for Turo or for HyreCar, or a new truck every 2 years, or you're trying to get a car every 2 years fresh just to maybe rent, keep the top of the line. And you keep, and what this does, Smart Lease, and we'll go deep into it, is this, you guys probably even know what that is. It's just another product called Smart Lease. And what it said was, since the reason why they call it Smart Lease is that it basically is calculated where you get out of it every 2 years. And it basically allows you to really utilize the manufacturer warranties that are on the vehicle. Pretty cool. And what that means is that's less money you have to pay in your pocket. So when you're renting your car,
as long as it's usually within that 2 year, even 4 year warranty period, you're pretty much covered if for any, say, maybe possibly even tires, or possibly even maybe paintless dent removal, PDR, possibly, or even like if you need oil changes, or if something goes wrong in the car, the mechanism breaks, you're covered by warranty. So it's smart because basically they understand you're a commercial business. You're probably going to accrue quite a bit of miles on the vehicle, and they understand it, so they work with you. Not all banking loans and financial institutions are sensitive or even eager to give you a loan once they find out you want to use your car, say to start a trucking business, especially like a rental car company, or like a Turo, or a hire car company, or your own rental car company, or a dealership. So there's always not the most savvy or not the most eager to want to dive into that, because they look at it as a high liability. You have to start understanding different bank temperaments. Ally is one of the banks that will actually consider doing business with you, even if you want to rent your car out, because they understand the commercial elements about it. Pretty cool. And it goes even really deep into detail into like uplifts. For you guys that don't know what uplifts are, there's a way to modify your car. Maybe you want to put a crane on it if it's a commercial car. Maybe you need to add a crane to it. Maybe need to add some other specs to the car. They have additional financing to even where they encourage you getting uplifts, like improvements or add-ons to your car. But we'll get to that, people. There's a lot here. So anyways, let me scroll down and look at this. Compare products side by side. Look at this. The buy option on the very top, titled in your name or your business name, makes sense. So when you buy the car, that's either like usually with finance to own, like say you finance it, but to own it, like say you have maybe 72 months of payments or whatever the case is, you pay it off and it's yours. But it's titled in your name though, right? Contract, titled in Ally's name. Smart lease, titled in Ally's name. These are leases. This one's finance to own. So this finance to own says you're going to own it. Basically, you actually, it gets put in your name. It's titled in your name. Vehicle use, look at this. Buy, use for business, and it's, look at this, contract, use for business more than 50% of the time. So pretty cool. So that's basically what it allows. It allows you to use for business more than 50% of the time. So that means they really do work with commercial usage. Oftentimes people are scared to tell their financing institution that. I met a lot of Turo hosts and a lot of even truckers that are scared to tell their bank institution that they're using their truck for commercial purposes, because oftentimes they might not cover that, or they might cancel the loan or charge them fees. Ally is one of the few banks that actually really help you with this. If you're trying to start a trucking company, a fleet, your own rental car company itself, independent rental car company, your own dealership, if you want to purchase cars even maybe from auctions, if you're a dealership, you want to buy and hold, or buy and sell, or buy and flip, if you want to start a Turo business like me, or HyreCar business like me, or Avail or Getaround, this company will definitely be able to possibly help you. Look at this. And Smart Lease, used for business or personal use. So that's pretty cool. Smart Lease is so phenomenal because it really can help you, especially if you're trying to start like a fleet, especially like say a Turo business or a hire car business or a rental car business. Sometimes you might need to get in the car and drive it personally, and it's used for business or personal. So it really authorizes you to use it for business or personal. Contract allows you to use it for business more than 50% of the time. Look at that. So awesome. And this one, if you buy finance commercial, this one's used for business typically. But different products. Look at this. Vehicle type. New and used passenger cars. Light duty trucks. So this is what, if you finance the Ally finance to own new and used passenger cars. So pretty cool. So you want to add your cars, say to Turo, HyreCar, Avail, Getaround. So this is one of these rental car platforms. You could purchase new cars and used cars, or light duty trucks, medium duty trucks, or any make or model. No limit, people. That is phenomenal. The fact that it's commercial though. Look at this for contract. New and used passenger cars, light duty trucks, medium duty trucks of any make or model, up to 2 years old, including specialized upfits, kind of what I mentioned earlier, upfits or high mileage requirements. That is beautiful. But look at this, keywords. New and used passenger cars, so that's good. Light duty trucks, cool. Medium duty trucks of any make or model, cool. Up to 2 years, cool. Up to 2 years old. Look at that. That's where you have to understand. Maybe for those that may want that newest Turo, this is where it depends. Maybe HyreCar, you could do this for HyreCar too, but HyreCar is not so heavily focused on the newest car. Turo is, and I have experience with both. I'm a Turo power host, and oftentimes a lot of the newer cars, even if they have no views, the newest cars get the most business because they're new cars. Because Turo's that kind of business where they want the new freshest car. HyreCar is not. You could put more used cars on there, and it's pretty much normal. It's okay, if anything. And if anything, you probably don't want to put the newest car on HyreCar because it's gonna really be not that both won't accrue a lot of miles, but the way that the car is being used for deliveries, it probably doesn't matter for it to be the most beautiful or most newest car. Get what I'm saying? But for tour, for the experience, people want to be in the most newest or coolest or shiniest or most polished or beautiful car with no curb rash, closer to perfection. So that's where you probably want to keep that car maybe only for 2 years on there. But again, I'm a Turo power host. I have cars that are over 2 years old. It does still work, still works well. They still work well, and it works well with the system. But I understand if maybe you're a Turo host, you want to keep the coolest cars on there, and the freshest cars, and the cleanest cars every 2 years. This might be something for you because they do take in consideration high mileage requirements. And if you're a Turo host, they do allow us to modify the car, which is pretty cool. But always do your own due diligence. Every territory is different. And I'm just your friend on YouTube. I'm not perfect. I'm only human, but I'm sharing my opinions and perspectives. It's your responsibility to do your research. But I'm just sharing the archive and secrets I've used to succeed. And this is pretty cool. So look at this. New and used passenger cars, light duty trucks, medium duty trucks, or any maker model of up to 2 years old. So that means you can only get a car that's up to 2 years old max, or younger, or newer, I mean. So that means you'll have the freshest cars, but look at this in parentheses, high mileage requirements. So if you need high mileage, like those high mile leases where you're over, like there's a lot of leases are maybe 1,200 miles, maybe 1,800. You want to get those higher ones, like maybe 24,000 miles. They might be 12,000 miles or 18,000 miles, maybe max. You want to get those 24,000 or 36,000. Those really crazy high mileage like limits where it's like close to 30,000. This might be for you. Is the Comtrack one. Look at this up at Comtrack. Now the Smart Lease one, new passenger cars, light duty commercial trucks, and medium duty commercial trucks for current and prior model years. So remember, the Comtrack allows you to get into a lease that's a new or used passenger car. It just has to be max 2 years or newer. The Smart Lease, it must be a new car, but remember the Smart Lease allows you to actually really utilize manufacturer warranties. That's the purpose of why they call it Smart Lease. It's really calculated to a granular level on how to really benefit you, so you really utilize and spend less money out of pocket by utilizing the factory and manufacturer warranties on the vehicle. So that's why it has to be a new car. It needs to be fresh off the lot, where it's 0 miles pretty much. It must be. But again, it depends on which type of Turo host, HyreCar host, or what type of rental car owner, or even dealership person you want to get the newest car maybe to sell. You need new cars because maybe you're a new car dealership, or maybe you only sell new cars, or maybe you're a dealership who sells new and used cars. This could really benefit you. This video is not just for Turo hosts. It's not just for HyreCar hosts. It's not just for Avail hosts or Getaround hosts or rental car owners. It's not just for dealerships or dealers. It's not just for people that just want to start a rental car company. It's not just for businesses and persons. For all of y'all. I'm creating this video. This is part of Layn Credit University. I have quite a bit of experience, and I want to share as much knowledge as I can. And you're going to learn a lot here. But I'm taking my time to go through this, and I'm just taking my time. I have all type of quick tips and other segments that you guys can go to if you want quicker tips. This is a longer ride, but you're gonna learn a lot here. And let's go further. Upfits. So if you want to finance to own, upfits, or basically think of it as upgrading the vehicle, adding additions to the vehicle, accommodating the vehicle, basically adding additions to the vehicle. Upfits, most are eligible. So if you finance to own, most are eligible. Same goes for Comtrack, same goes for Smart Lease. So so if you want to improve your car, add a crane on it, if it maybe you're a trucker or some type of commercial vehicle, or you mix cement, or even if you're someone who's actually needs to order vehicles maybe for a municipality, maybe like a college or some type of city or village or township, you can actually, Ally actually extends credit, business credit to you, and also even credit lines to all of the above, to dealerships, to rental car owners, to HyreCar owners, to Turo hosts, etc. through your business credit. This is a great way to build your business credit as well, as they do report. And if you don't have business credit, you have personal credit, they have an excellent personal side of financing that you can purchase cars with as well. Residual value, not applicable for if you finance to own. Doesn't matter because the car is yours. Remember, so since you're titled on it, it does not matter. Whatever it's worth is whatever it's worth. Now, for contract, the Ally product, say your own as low as $1. You get to set what you think it'll be. Pretty cool. Interesting, right? And lessor for Smart Lease determines residual value, which would be Ally. Let's click into it. Lessor. This is the person or company that actually owns the leased vehicle. Under a Smart Lease agreement, the dealer that enters into the lease with the lessee is the original lessor. After assignment of the lease, Ally is a lessor. Pretty cool. Let that sit in. Look at this. Mileage and excess wear charges. No excess and mileage and wear charges. Of course, when you finance to own, you own it. That's on you. There's no charge. But look at this, which is really, really cool. For contract, no charges, but excess mileage and wear may impact residual value. So no charges, but we all know the more you drive a vehicle, the more miles you accrue, the more it can possibly deteriorate the vehicle and also bring down the value because it becomes older and you're aging the vehicle, if not probably even prematurely aging the vehicle. So of course it makes sense. That's perfectly fair. It brings it down, brings the value down. But that's pretty cool though. There's no charges though. That's what I'm mostly focused on. So maybe for those that are considering and worried about, hey, I want to lease so I can get in and out of a car. I want to purchase new and used cars, but I want to be able to get in and out of a car loan, but I don't want to worry about charges. That might be it, my friend. Now, for those that want the Smart Lease, maybe it lets you know you pay over mileage and excess wear charges, if any. So that's why you have to be a little more aware. But at the same time, they do also assist with the whole making sure to get you really not spending any money out of your pocket, because now we all know the more you rent your car, the more the car could break down. And those could be pretty substantial amounts you have to pay for. So you might, it just takes strategy. There's not a one size fit all. It depends on what works for you. And this might be great for someone who's going to have a lot of breakdowns, maybe because you're going to rent your car maybe for a very low price, maybe, that even you have to consider your price range. Maybe if you rent your price for a higher amount, maybe you'll get business, but you won't get as much as maybe the person's renting for a lower amount. So maybe the people with the lower amount get more wear and tear. So maybe that might be considered. You might need to consider that and calculate that in. If that makes sense, if you rent it at such a low rate, you'll get a lot more line share of the business, but it'll deteriorate your vehicle and also prematurely age your vehicle. But at the same time, by doing that, you're making a significant amount of money because you're making it in the masses. But at the same time, you're going to probably have overages and charges, and you have to calculate, make sure that makes sense. There's a lot of math that needs to be done. I'm just sharing different ideologies. I'm not perfect myself. I'm still always trying to figure and learn more. I just want to share my knowledges and things I've learned to make your life easier for y'all that are watching me. Now let's go down. Disposal fee. If you finance to own, no disposal fee. What is a disposal fee? Let's find out, people. This is a fee for selling vehicle when you return it at the end of a contract lease. The fee is $250 or $500 for medium duty vehicles, people. That's what a disposal fee is. Of course, when you finance own, there is no disposal fee. Basically, your vehicle is titled to you and you own it, or your business owns it. Now, this is cool. Look at this. Look at this. Pay very close attention. Contract, $250 for light duty trucks, $500 for medium duty trucks. Only applies if Ally sells the vehicle. Keyword, only applies if Ally sells a vehicle. So try to sell a vehicle yourself. But besides that, now the Smart Lease, no disposal fee at all. That is phenomenal. That means you could get out of it, sell it. There's people talk about getting in and out of leases. You can actually sell leases too. You can find companies that will buy you out of your lease. You can even end up making money out of this. There's a whole nother business, and I need to probably make even another video on that. But there's so much strategy here. It might have went over your head. It's not because I know so much. It's just I know there's a lot of information, and there's so much benefit here. Oh my goodness, I'm getting excited reading this. But anyways, let's go down. Specialty vehicle financing. If you need to modify or upfit, and when you say, remember, if you need to modify or upfit, such as adding a crane, lift device, or towing equipment, Ally has financing for your vehicle plus essential upfits. You can choose to modify trucks, vans, or other commercial vehicles with special business equipment. comply with accessibility needs by adding mobility lifts and right-hand drive capabilities. You can also include modifications with Smart Lease as long as they can be removed at lease end without affecting the original condition of the vehicle. Bam. That's it, people. So what this says, Ally also supports and completely encourages and allows you to modify, add uplift to your vehicle, as long as it doesn't damage the vehicle and bring down the value of it. They allow, and if anything, they actually give you there's even vehicle financing that Ally can actually give you to get that crane you might need, so you don't have to pay for it all at one shot. You can get financing on that crane or financing in that addition to make that car on Turo or the car you want to rent out really, really cool and you want to really customize it. They have financing for that, people. Pretty cool stuff. Look at this. Heavy duty truck financing for my people, my friends that want to start a truck company, or you want to start a truck fleet, or you want to start trucks and maybe acquire trucks to rent it to truckers, or you want to start your own truck fleet, or you want to get your own truck yourself to start your trucking business. Whatever the case is, if you're in the market for a new or used Class 8 truck, Ally can make light work of your heavy duty financing needs. We offer competitive rates, business name only financing for qualified customers, business name. So this is how you get business financing, people. Dedicated commercial product specialist nationwide, flexible term options up to 75 months, pretty cool. Available retail financing on eligible new and used vehicles, financing for vehicles up to 6 model years old with up to 700,000 miles, depending on collateral type. This is definitely commercial, people. You do not hear those miles on the personal side. Look at that, people. And like I mentioned a little bit earlier, commercial line of credit for qualified customers who want to build their fleet. Now, listen, this is very important. Ally can offer a pre-approved line of credit when you need it without a fee. Beautiful. Very beneficial. With a commercial line of credit, you can purchase or lease commercial vehicles, finance most passenger cars, as well as light and medium duty trucks. So for those that want to start your maybe Turo business, HyreCar business, or your own rental car company, your own dealership, or you want to add to your dealership or add to your fleet or grow your fleet, this might be an option. Not saying you should do this or shouldn't do it, just sharing another opportunity. Again, I don't get paid for this. I'm just sharing because I've met a lot of people that have benefited from Ally Bank. Manage your total financing portfolio, regardless of product. And look at this, people. Let me show you this. To start the financing process, download and complete a commercial line of credit application. Let me show you what this looks like, people. And there we go, people. And this is the application. Commercial services, commercial credit line application form. Look at this. It's not intended for single vehicle purchases. This is really meant for, we want multiple vehicles. I'll say at minimum 2. And you really want to grow your fleet for your trucking company, for yourself, for your own Turo fleet, HyreCar fleet, your Getaround fleet, your rental car company, your dealership. Maybe you're trying to sell these cars out. Maybe you're trying to flip them. Maybe you're holding them, whatever your strategy may be. If you're trying to buy maybe possibly even auction cars, this might be something you guys want to do to actually consider. This is what the application looks like. And that's it. Voila. Look at this. You can finance in the business name. So again, this is how another way you can really build your business credit in an exponential manner by being qualified for auto financing for your business. Another great way. Look at this. Third-party guarantee. This is a really great strategy. Listen to this. Don't miss this. Third-party guarantee. When you want to buy or lease vehicles in the name of your business, very important. Listen to this. Don't miss this. But need to secure additional financing. Let me run that again. When you want to buy or lease vehicles in the name of your business, but need to secure additional financing, you may act as a third-party guarantor. So that means you can do this yourself. This allows you to keep your name off the title and may keep the debt off your personal credit record. Keep in mind, if your business defaults, you may become liable and the debt may be reported on your personal credit record. So what this means is basically, you're basically signing for yourself. Pretty cool though. This look right here, it says this allows you to keep your name off the title. This way it keeps your business credit separate from your personal credit. There's something where you always want to keep business separate. And I'm not your attorney, I'm not your insurance agent, I'm not your business consultant, but there is a term called piercing your corporate veil, where you don't want to commingle funds or commingle the business with your personal assets, etc. You don't want to do that. You want to keep everything as separate as possible. So this kind of helps you with that as well, where it helps you separate your personal for your business, so that if something happens to the business, it increases the likelihood that you won't be sued, or likelihood that'll affect your personal. It can, you still sign a guarantee, but at the same time, it just helps you separate it in the beginning. If you pay your bills on time, you shouldn't have to worry about that. But the point is, you want to set up the right way where you're setting up your business separate from your actual business and personal. You want to keep that separate. But again, I'm not your attorney. Do your own due diligence, find out for yourself. Business name only. If your business qualifies for financing without the owner's guarantee, you can take financing if the business in the business name only. This gives the ability to save your personal credit for other use as well. So again, up here, third party guarantee, this is for people where maybe you need to guarantee it, where maybe your credit, maybe it's strong, but maybe it's not, maybe your business credit is strong, but it's not strong enough to support itself at this point. Maybe you still need to build more, maybe you need some more years on your buckle. So I understand. So they might ask you to guarantee your own loan, which is cool. That still gives you the opportunity to build business credit so that you can qualify for this business name only. So at the end of the day, you want to be able to qualify for the business name only, where you don't even use your name. Because what this does is this stops from affecting your credit utilization rate. Listen, when say you have so many loans going on under your personal credit, what happens is you get to the point where it starts actually affecting you, where you're starting to actually see different people, you're starting to actually see like it like lowering your utilization rate, or like where you're using too much credit, or you're extended too far on your personal side. So you want to get this separated, where if it's only your business credit name and only your business credit profile, it doesn't affect your personal credit, doesn't throw off your utilization rate, doesn't cause you to be over leveraged. So when we try to get it qualify for personal loans, they don't consider the business loans because they're separate. If anything, they probably even know about it. So you want to try to do your best to make your business strong enough where it supports itself, so you don't have to guarantee it. And that's what this business name only loan is for. Build credit in your business name, protect yourself from liability related to the operation of the vehicle. Exactly. And what I mentioned earlier, municipal lease purchase plan. Municipal lease purchase plan is designed for municipalities that intend to own their vehicles, although the vehicle is titled in the municipality's name, Ally Wholesale Lien, because your municipality owned the vehicle at lease end. There are no mileage limits or excess wear charges. Pretty cool. So look, eligible municipalities: cities, police departments, fire departments, sheriff departments, counties, villages, state universities, school districts. Exactly. To find out if you qualify, see section 103 of the IRS code. You always educate yourself and figure that out and read that and look up what that IRS code. Features and benefits: monthly or annual payment options, no disposal fee, $1 residual, no security, etc., etc., etc. And yeah, there it goes. Eligible requirements: to qualify tax exempt municipality. So if you're a nonprofit, maybe you're someone who needs vehicles for your nonprofit. Maybe you started a clinic, maybe you started some type of charity, maybe you started some type of actors type nonprofit for the children, maybe some type of religious group. This could benefit you too. So if you're a dealership, if you're a dealer, if you're a rental car company, an independent rental car company, if you're a franchise independent, if you're a franchise rental car company, franchise dealership, if you're a Turo host like me, a HyreCar owner like me as well, if you're a Avail owner, Getaround, if you're even a DoorDash driver, if you're just someone who needs business credit, or even personal credit or credit line or auto financing on the personal or business side, or for municipality, for churches, for hospitals, etc., you might want to consider Ally. Let me show you something else as well. This gets cooler. So we'll run through this contract. Remember what I showed you earlier? Contract lease, business for customers, financing for business use vehicles. Look at this. Product features: an open-end lease agreement with no limits on mileage or excess wear. That might be wonderful. That's a lease, but this is cool. Maybe possibly if you need it for maybe Turo, or really running your car, or you know it's going to get a lot of mileage, but you don't want to be penalized for it. Like it says here, an open-end lease agreement with no limits or mileage or excess wear and mileage may reduce the vehicle's residual value, and the lessee is responsible for any difference between the residual value stated in the contract agreement and the actual residual at lease end. For vehicles that are used for business more than 50% of the time. Pretty cool. If you're renting your business out, it's definitely gonna be over 50% time if you're renting a fleet out, right? So look at this. For vehicles that are used for business more than 50% of the time, that shouldn't be a problem if you're renting a car, right? Customer responsibility for maintenance, insurance, and taxes. Makes perfect sense. If it's your car and you're leasing it for business, you got to take care of the insurance anyway, maintenance, etc. That's where the smart lease is a little different because the maintenance, since it's a newer car in comparison to contract, the smart lease will allow you to actually, you don't really pay for maintenance for the most part because you get those free oil changes, you get those free PDR, paintless dent removals, you get those maybe curb rash, removals, you get those like manufacturer it's like where if something breaks down they fix it for you because it's covered by warranty. That's the benefit of the smart lease in comparison to the contract, but this is still a good one too. Depends on your strategy and who you are and what you need it for. Looks eligibility, new passenger vehicles, used passenger vehicles. This allows you to get new passenger vehicles and used passenger vehicles. If you want it for Turo, for HyreCar, for Getaround, for trucking business, it could be new or used. Pretty cool. Hey, look at this. Pretty cool. Good stuff here. And look, what happens at the end of the lease? Your business customer can buy the vehicle outright for the residual amount determined when the vehicle was contracted plus unpaid payments and charges. So you could buy it out. So if you actually have a lease with Ally, you could buy the car at the end of this contract lease if this is your product, trade in the vehicle at the dealership after buying it from Ally. Pretty cool. Return the vehicle to the dealer for resale. And that's another one. And that's what I said. This video is for if you're a dealership and you're looking for maybe banking products to give to your customers. There's also for rental car owners, rental car companies. There's also for independent rental car companies. There's for Turo hosts, hire car owners, municipalities, hospitals, nonprofits, 501c3s. Ally can really benefit everyone and above. And this is why this Layn Credit University, I want to share as much deep detail and content as possible. Pretty cool. It benefits for customers. Open-end lease payment may generally be expensed. Pretty cool. Allow financing of a wide range of commercial vehicles, including those with specialized uplifts, high mileage requirements, or abnormal depreciation, which Turo and HyreCar and Getaround and Avail, abnormal depreciation by far, and high mileage requirements, absolutely. So this might be for you. Enables customers to set low monthly payments and manage their cash flow. So allows you to keep more of your money and you don't have to spend a lot. You pay lower payments and you get a lease that actually was more inclined to accepting your business activity. And for dealers, if you're a dealer who wants to offer this package as well, so when you're a dealer, you can actually offer banking packages for those that own a dealership or have a dealer license. Provides another leasing option for your commercial customers. Yes, it does. Flexible residuals allow customers to set up affordable payments, helping you close sales. Yep, helps promote customer satisfaction and keeps them coming back. So for dealers, this makes it easier for people to actually afford your cars. You're able to give them smaller down payments so you get the big bang at the end, because sometimes you just got to get them in and sometimes you have to make it flexible. This, for people that don't know, when you're a dealer, you can actually offer financial products to your customer, and that's what they do. And they have banking institutions that help them close deals. This is Ally's definitely a strong partner. And let me show you some more. Let's get into this. This is fun stuff. This is my language here. Anyways, retail finance and smart lease, versatile options for flexible needs. Look at this. Business customers face unpredictable challenges. We offer a variety of financing and leasing options with predictable costs to help them reach their goals and to help you grow sales and increase customer retention. Look at this, retail finance. So this is the retail side, traditional retail financing with competitive buy rates and flexible terms for new and used vehicles, certified pre-owned vehicles with up to 10 model years, 120 miles at inception. Pretty cool. So that's retail finance, basically buying to own. Products for prime and non-prime credit, pretty cool. So that means if you have the highest of high credit, or if you don't have the most highest credit score, Ally will still help you and work with you. Financing for aftermarket products, which for HyreCar can really be beneficial, especially for Turo. If you want to add on, make your car look even cooler, or add on some aftermarket products to really raise the daily rate of the vehicle, you can do that with a company like Ally. Standard rate options and supported rates for select original equipment. Manufacturer OEM programs is very important, especially in regards to claims. When your car gets destroyed, you need to understand the manufacturer programs. Use vehicle valuation based on either the smart auction purchase price or book value, whichever is greater. Pretty good. CPOV program that allows valuation up to $1,000 above the guidebook of value. Turns up to 75 months. And even gives longer months than the typical amount. And look at the smart lease. That's for purchase to own financing, retail finance. Smart lease. Key features. A closed-end commercial lease that works like a personal lease with customers returning their vehicle at lease end. That is the power in the smart lease, is that this is a commercial lease, but the way they have it designed and coined is that it's a closed-end commercial lease that works like a personal lease with customers returning their vehicles at the end. Available for select makes and models. Flexible options with lease terms that range from 12 through 60 months and annual mileage options that range from 10,000 through 15,000. Supported lease terms for the select OEM programs in addition to our standard lease terms. Smart lease terms that end before the new vehicle limited warranty ends. So the manufacturer typically pays for major covered repairs during the lease term, exactly what I mentioned earlier. Smart lease terms that end before the new vehicle limited warranty ends. That's the goal here. So the manufacturer typically pays for major covered repairs during the lease term. So for those that really need to use that car maybe to make some money and your car breaks down, at least that's some more peace of mind you have. We don't have to pay out of pocket for those big expenses. And look at this. Smart auction. This is for dealers or people that want to purchase cars from auctions. Typically, you have to have a dealer's license, though. There are different type of auctions, but this auction is more tailored towards dealer auctions. And let's do this. Smart auction. Smart Auction is an industry-leading internet auction that offers access to a virtual inventory of wholesale vehicles for eligible dealers of all brands. You can make or receive offers from your computer or mobile device on select vehicles for sale and receive access to auction inventory and vehicle sales data nationwide. Very powerful. Look at this. As a smart auction user, you can get a first look at closed and open sales inventory, search by vehicle type, year, make, model, and more. Save searches for only the models you want to buy, receive email notifications, look at make offers on eligible vehicles, receive online transportation. And this part's for the dealers. So buying online at home or for office, so it makes it really convenient. You can buy it pretty much all around the world. Look at this. More access to the vehicles you want. So Ally gives you options even to want to purchase, if you want to purchase vehicles through their auction, actually. Pretty cool. You can sell vehicles, you can purchase vehicles through the auction. Yeah. And let me show you this. Look, this who's eligible, licensed and approved franchise or independent dealers with financing through Ally or an approved finance source are eligible to buy. So there are people who have dealers licenses or who are dealerships, or they are a dealership, or they own dealerships and they have a dealer license and they actually sell cars or flip cars, or they rent the cars out, say on Turo or HyreCar. There's a whole nother strategy. If you're a dealer, you can actually consider Ally. So Ally helps you if you have personal credit only. Say you only have personal credit, they can help you with that. If you have business credit, they can help you with that. If you're building your business credit, but it's not the strongest, they can help you with a third-party guarantee. They can also help you with financing, retail financing. They can help you with smart lease, where they help you avoid paying big out-of-pocket costs because they strategically actually all the big costs of the car would cost to repair are covered by the manufacturer warranty, and you get in and out of that lease and just keep flipping over, get the newest cars and keep adding to Turo platform, HyreCar platform, or rental car platform, or selling or renting a car, or even trucking company. You get the freshest car every 2 years, for example, or every 3 years, or whatever the case is. And same with the ConStar, you can actually use that to actually really get high mileage and also really utilize the car on Turo, HyreCar, or even long trucking trips, for example. And it really helps with those long, for truckers that travel all across the United States or all across Canada or wherever you're at or stationed at. You guys travel a lot of miles as well. So you guys travel all over the cities and states and provinces. So these loan products from Ally can potentially help you, but always do your own due diligence. Doesn't matter if you're a nonprofit, if you're a municipality, if you're a church, if you are a business owner, if you own a fleet, if you're some type of taxi company, if you're a city, state, whatever you are, who you are, a Turo host, you might want to consider them. I don't get paid to recommend Ally, I'm just simply doing my best to share as much information as possible. And again, I don't get paid for this. You don't have to select Ally. You could totally hate this bank if you want to, but you might just want to consider them. Do your own due diligence. Always scrutinize. Don't believe everything I'm saying. Do your research, figure it out, make sure it works for you. Everyone's different, everyone's a different strategy, but this might be a good idea. I love you guys. Like, subscribe, share. Welcome to Layn Credit University. Conrad out. Peace.